I used to at the editor's office when I sign our paperwork.
Are you going to fill both of them out, or is he going to fill
Yeah, I'm gonna fill it out for him.
both of them? Okay. Let's start with separate these pages. Okay, I'll give you a clipboard here.
Okay.
So on a passport, you can apply for a book, a card, or both on the same application. A card is good, or excuse me, a book is good for travel anywhere, whether by land, air, or sea, to come back into the U.S. A card is good just for travel by land or sea. So if you're gonna drive up into Canada and drive back, or Mexico or something like that. But if you're flying internationally and wanna come back, you have to have the book.
So you could go on a boat, too.
You can do with this one, you can, which depends on the boat, where you're going, what countries you're going to.
Okay, so on that passport, what passport? Okay, this for anywhere in the U.S. or just Canada?
Passports are for traveling back to the U.S. You don't need to have a passport to get out of the United States. You just need a passport to come back into the United States.
So that's for everywhere or just Canada?
The book?
Yeah.
Everywhere. The card, it would be limited to Mexico driving, not flying, but like driving into Mexico or Canada. Or it does work for some ships by sea, but it depends on the countries that you're going to.
Okay, but the passport, the booklet, you could go anywhere.
Everything. Yep. The card is more of a convenience. It's the same size as a driver's license. And so it's just handy, but it's not good for any flying. So if you think you're going to do any flying, the card wouldn't be any good.
With the book,
Wait
you
a
can
minute,
fly.
but this is what I'm saying. So with the book, you could go to China
Absolutely. Yep.
with just one payment. You go to anywhere in the United States. I mean, anywhere. And
Well, the passport, you pay the passport fee, and it's good for 10 years.
So
wherever
anywhere.
you want to, yeah. Again, the passport's just good for when you come back to the United States. You have to have your passport to come back into the U.S. from any country.
So okay, so you have your passport. It'll stamp like Canada. It'll stamp my
Some countries do the stamps, some don't.
Okay, so I'll just do the card for now.
You don't think in 10 years you'd be doing any flying?
Yeah, but I still just want to check it out with the card first. Then I can get the passport. I just want to know how it's gonna go.
Okay, so so the other option is you could get both on the same application. The only thing you would save is the processing fee. So if you decide you want the card today, and you come in a couple years from, you're gonna pay the fee for the card, and you're gonna pay a processing fee also, $35 processing fee. You come back in a couple years and say you would like to go to, you'd like to get the book so you can fly, you're gonna pay another processing fee, whatever the fee is at that time.
Okay.
So if you think in 10 years you might want to fly, you might want to do.
I could
either
just
one.
come back. I'll just come back. I know. I just want to try this. I want to try.
Just do the card?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep. Okay, so when you fill it out, you're gonna just fill out everything in this gold section, except this part right here. I don't know why this part is in gold. So fill everything out in that gold section there. You're gonna, black ink only, print legibly. And don't do anything down here. You can't sign it until we've checked over your birth certificate, your driver's license, that type of stuff. Then then we have to give you an oath before you can sign it.
Okay.
These pages get separated, and so at the top here, you're going to repeat your name. Make sure you do your last name, first name, middle.
Okay.
So this is repetitive from the previous page, but it's in case when it goes to passport services, if the pages get separated there, they know what goes with what.
Okay.
You're going to put parental information. It doesn't matter if you start with mom or you start with dad, but you put your parental information there. I see one of them, there's not a father on one of them, so don't worry about that one. You just put mom then on that one, that application. And when you're doing mom, you want mom's name at birth. So if she was ever married, you don't want the married name, you just want
Her name at
her
birth.
maiden name. Yep.
Okay.
I have to be careful saying that because now sometimes
So
a
like
lot of men take the woman's name.
Yeah. Like my mom deceased, I still put her down.
You still put it down.
Okay.
Yep. And you put their birth date, if you don't, and where they were born, if you don't know that, sometimes it's on those birth certificates, but if you don't know it, best guess, or what you might know, or you could put unknown if you're not sure. Okay, then you're gonna come down here. Have you ever been married? Yes, no. If you have been married more than once, we have an additional form that you need to fill out. So does that apply at all? Have you ever been married more than once?
No, you haven't been married yet.
Okay. You haven't been married yet?
Not yet.
She had to,
We
you said
working.
yet.
We working on it.
Okay, so you just put no there, and you're not married now. Neither married now. Okay, so then you can leave a lot of that blank there, once you put the no. It's going to ask for your occupation. If you're, what you put, whatever your occupation title is, and then who your employer is, or who you're, if you're not working now, who previously it may have been. Fill in all this information. Do you have travel plans right now?
Yeah, we wanted to go to Canada, probably in November though.
Okay.
Sometime in November.
You're good time-wise because it's taking 8 to 11 weeks for normal processing, so you've got good time for that. Otherwise, there's higher fees if you need to rush something, expedite the process. So put, if you know the time, if you don't have any dates or anything, you could just put November 2022. Or you could put unknown if you're not sure. This has your permanent address here. If that's the same as your mailing address here, you can just put same. Just write same on that. Emergency contact. You typically want to put somebody who's not traveling with you, in case there's someone else. So you're not traveling together, and that person would you'd not be able to reach that person also. And if you've never had a passport before, you're just going to check no, and you're done with that application.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Could I get a clipboard? Thank
Yep.
you. I'm finna fill out my application.